Okay, I think I'm just about ready to get started. So we have to get revenge on that Chester fellow, because I don't know, we were really close last stream, but you know, we weren't too far from leveling, so I just played for a couple minutes. And yeah, on the practice run, I got him in one try. I really doubt that's gonna happen again, but you know, the goal is to probably beat him in 2 or less tries. I still gotta warm up a little, so hopefully some backtracking will help my fingers warm up again, because it's still very cold here. Now, I did find something that I missed, and this will make the fight a little easier. I did not use it on my rematch, but it doesn't hurt to get it. So there's a ruby somewhere in the tower, and I'm trying to remember specifically which side it was in, but when we were collecting statues, chat, I missed an opportunity to get another ruby. So we're gonna go backtrack through there. So let's switch over to the game. Want to make sure everything here is working. There we go. I'm gonna hide that preview, and I think we are ready to go. So we're gonna go boot up the save file where I got exactly 1 more level. Not too much has changed. I have like barely not 1500, which is kind of a shame. But instead what we're gonna do is we need to get to the bottom of the tower, so I think the fastest way to do that is to go back to the dungeon waypoint. So we gotta ascend the tower again to some extent. Unfortunately, we are much stronger than we were before. So we might pick up some spare cash and/or experience, because as I found out the other day, apparently the max level is 60. So we still have quite a while to go. Not that I think we need it for the final boss, but it's good to know. Hey Chris, how's it going? And speaking of things that are good to know, I decided to poke around in the game files like just before the stream, and I found like just like a treasure trove of items, and I'm like, oh East, I would have put more security on your files than that, but I mean, if they don't want to encrypt anything, chat, I mean, just gonna shrug there. So anyway, I'll talk about my little journey through the different things that I found at some point. But basically, I found, and I'm not kidding, like every sound file in the game, including songs. I'm not sure if it's every voice line, but it's like pretty close. Oh, yeah, see, there's the chest I missed, chat. Look at that. Did you even see that when I first came through here? That's kind of a ridiculous chest. Hey Kirk, how's it going? Yeah, this chest is kind of evil. I mean, chat, do you blame me for missing that ruby? Also, I'm not sure if that's the intended way to get to it, because I think you could also drop down to it, but listen, chat, we're gonna believe we could fly. We don't follow the rules. Yeah, the final level is apparently 60. They tied a Steam achievement to it. There's also one that was like, if you die to a boss 10 times in a row, it's like... The name of it is something like, you really should consult an FAQ. Oh, it's like, wow. I think I got that while practicing the platforming boss. I got it at some point. I don't think I got it due to anything we did on stream, though. So we'll just have a big eye roll moment. So yeah, that chest was like, I don't feel bad for not seeing that the first time we were in there, to be honest. Yeah, that's a really mean achievement. It's forever on my account, Chad. I'm forever shamed. But at the same time, platforming boss. I'm pretty sure it was the platforming boss I got it from, and not any other boss. That boss was just nonsense. So anyway, chat, let's take inventory of what we need. So let's see, we definitely need to be in Talisman of War. I picked up amulets at some point. I don't even remember when that happened, to be honest, chat. I noticed it last stream, but like, what gave us these amulets? I really don't remember, because I did not purchase them. Let's save again with the Earth Magic up. So we should be recovering MP a little faster overall. We'll see how it goes. We cannot upgrade any further. We could technically grind down another 10,000 in gold, which would probably be faster than leveling if we need more health, but try to beat it as is, chat. So yeah, chat.
Your loyalty.
Oh, I'm just gonna skip through this. We heard the dialogue already. So yeah, there was just everything, chat. Like, I've never seen sound files so exposed before. And I don't just mean like 1 or 2 songs. It was like every song in the game was exposed. It looked like it had all the voiceovers we're hearing now were available. It had all the extra art, so you know, like normally when you beat an East game, you could go through the artwork at the end. It's just all there. It's like not even hard to get to.
Take that! Hurry! No, eat this!
Oh, I got clipped right at the end.
Here we go! Eat this! No, eat this!
Okay, I'm gonna wait for boost.
Here we go! No, champ! Eat this! No, eat this! It's not...
Alright, we're gonna back up for boost. We've gotten them more than halfway. I was gonna say I was doing well up until I got hit by that. So we gotta dodge him a little bit. See, now it's gonna get a little harder because he's gonna play keep away. But I think we could do it, chat. As I said before, the rule of thumb is we want to just stall for boost at this point. There's no point to even going in before boost. Oh, I got clipped by that. That's bad. I kind of needed that health, chat. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my gosh, 4 health. Oh my gosh. Okay, chat, we got the rematch. Oops, sorry, held it down. He says, I'm not going to be defeated here.
Damn it!
Woo! That rematch went so much better. So, okay. Okay, first thing we should do, we're going to go back and save, because I'm not doing that again. But, yeah, see, chat, like, can you not, like, okay, this is the advocacy. I think I should have taken this to heart earlier on. If I die more than 3 or so times after learning the boss's patterns, I think I should just take like 10 minutes to level. So I mean, like, you saw that, like, that was like, it was close, but it was doable. So we kind of used what his patterns, or what patterns we learned from before. He kind of zips around at the end, which makes him a bit annoying. And actually, chat, I'm really curious about one thing. Hold on, before we go and actually do plot, I want to check one thing about the town. I'm curious if any of them have anything to say for me doing this. Okay, so we have extra dialogue with Gardener. Okay, so he's like, you found Elna. She's locked up in the castle dungeon, you say? Well, at least she's all right. Oh, no, we read this. We read this already. Never mind. I was excited. I thought we got bonus dialogue. But you know what, chat? I noticed something kind of weird, and I've been thinking about it from the previous stream. I just want to triple check something. Yeah, okay. Chat, there's something really suspicious going on with this town, and I didn't realize it at first. Oh, that's okay. I think I see what they did there. I see what they did there, chat. I almost got fooled by them. I was really, really close, chat. I'm gonna make a prediction right now because I thought something was weird when we came back to town last time. There is a character that has been missing from the town since we left the town initially to go to the castle, chat. You know what character that is, chat? Where's the nun? Where did the nun go, chat? So I have a theory, chat. That nun is either gonna be... She's not gonna be the final boss. But she could be the sorcerer, chat, because we haven't encountered the sorcerer, right? Outside of, like, being disguised. And I was just thinking the other day, I'm like, what gender was the sorcerer, right? Because the voice was kind of ambiguous. So I was thinking the other day if it could be a woman or not. And if it was, who would it be? Because I don't think it would be the Countess. Because she would have no reason to disguise herself at this point. It doesn't make any sense. But, like, okay, so let's go with the theory. So I'm thinking the sorceress is the nun. I'm thinking the head priest is the one that ordered. It is like the true evil mastermind behind the king. If we take what the king said in the previous stream session on face value, and he did not order those atrocities, because then it would make sense that the nun is basically like the quote-unquote hitman for the priest. And why they happen to always not be in places where there's a lot of danger. And there's this, like, very suspicious that, like why was that guy in his own tower? Like, that's what I was thinking the other time too. I'm like, Why would Chester bother going to both towers to put them behind the doors? And like, he might have gone for the countess, but like, would he really have gone back to the priest? I was thinking about that, chat. So I'm like, you know who would know who to lock the door? The person that would have been in the ruins, chat. Because remember, wasn't he / the person under him in the middle of the ruins, Father Pierre? So he could have been doing a reconnaissance, and he would have known about the anima, right? Like they called it the previous religion, whatever it was called. It was like something anima. And so I'm thinking that's why the priest is evil, and I'm gonna call it now, chat. The nun is the sorceress. The second to final boss is gonna be the priest, and the king is probably gonna die real soon. I don't think we're gonna fight the king. I thought he was gonna transform into the demon, but at most he's gonna be a sacrifice. I feel like he is the pawn in his own game of chess, and he doesn't realize it yet. So anyway, those are my predictions, chat. Let's see how accurate that is. Because I was thinking about it when we were here before, because nobody was in the church, and now this is the second time we've come here and the nun is not here. So I'm like, why, like, where is the sorceress? So I wasn't sure if the sorceress was going to be somebody from the town or not. That's where I was like really torn through the whole game. But now that the nun is suspiciously not here twice, and there is absolutely no reason for her to not be here, then I'm pretty sure she has to be a boss. So anyway, Father Pierre says, have you found Elena, Adol? Adol informed Father Pierre that Elena was safe. Praise the Lord. I can't tell you how worried I was. Sister Nell, too. Oh, Sister Nell. We'll be seeing her soon. She'll be overjoyed to hear of Elena's safety. Where is she, Father Pierre? It's but a minor victory for us, though, in the grand scheme. After all, the good folk of Valentine are being transformed. I'll have nightmares about the cold, vacant eyes of those poor, unfortunate men. Lord Almighty, please forgive them the sins they are powerless to prevent and guide their souls into your light.
Oh, it's you. The world's going to hell around me, but that's not why I'm here. I'm here to pray for my grandson's soul. So, if you wouldn't mind, please don't disturb me right now.
We probably should tell Ada her grandson's alive.
Adol informed Ida that Bob was actually still alive.
Just something about the narrator, chat. It just gets me every time. Like, I know it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen, but it still catches me off guard.
What? Please, tell me you're not just toying with an old woman's emotions. Down in the castle dungeon, cut off from all outside contact. How awful. But he's alive. He's really alive? You're sure? And Elena's with him? That's good. I'm glad there's someone there for him. It's like a weight's been lifted. I just hope they can both make it back to Redmont safely. Oh, Bob.
Oh, Bob, you're very terribly named when every other character has ridiculous names. Antonio says, I refuse to die here. If I'm gonna die anywhere, it'll be on a Roman street corner at the hands of my backers, darn it. I haven't lived the shameful life just to die by the blade of a zombie guard in some backwater volcano town. That is quite a mouthful, chat. Hello, Paul. There aren't any monsters around now, are there? I wish I could just hide until all this goes away. But if too much of it went away, like the town, I'd be dead just the same. And then I'd never be able to enjoy a good meal again. Actually, where's the little boy at? I'm not sure if we read his dialogue before, but well, I'll read this portion if nothing else. He says, as a famous Roman general once said, the victor is decided before the first blow even lands. Well, I mean, we'll upgrade our equipment eventually, geez. Cynthia says, there's supposedly a cloak that helps treat and cure flesh wounds when worn. Cynthia, this is like way too late in the game to tell us about this. You are like 3 dungeons too late. Like, think about it, chat. That's when we first got the earth magic. How many sessions ago was that? 2? Cynthia, your rumors suck. Tales of its existence have been found in the diaries and journals of those who had once practiced the old religion. If true, I could think of no more suitable beneficiary to its powers. Hope you're able to find it in your travels. And always remember, we're here for Felghana, so if there's any way we could assist, it would be our pleasure. Anything you need, just let us know. Adol introduced Cynthia to his blade repeatedly. Hello, Randolph. Margot's been telling me about the going-ons at Valentine Castle. And it's all so crazy. Don't think I'd survive too long in there, but I do have to wonder how long I'll survive even here, honestly. I mean, this town is pretty vulnerable. The mayor filled us in on what's been happening. He says the people in the castle have been turning into monsters. It just sounds so far-fetched. Margot, there's like literally like demons everywhere. Just you can't even leave town anymore because of this. This is really far-fetched. At any rate, we're trying to help those fortunate enough to escape by giving them a place to stay. We're getting the place ready right now, since there could be a lot more runaways than there are beds in here. Joelle says, I heard from the mayor that the town was attacked by soldiers who'd been transformed into monsters. What in the world could ever cause something so terrible to happen? I'm worried for the safety of Chester and Elena. All the news we've gotten from the front is not good. Now, chat, here's the real 50-50. If Chester is gonna die, is it before or after that we get the sword? Because the final sword, chat, could come from Chester. Technically, everything here could come from Chester, right? Like, it showed off a graphic of him having 2 swords. I'm just saying, chat. Let's just say, if he dies, I'm not gonna be, like, honestly too surprised. Also, we're still missing 2 accessories? What could we possibly be missing? Like, one of them's the silver chimes, right? But, like, did I miss a 5th one? Well, I think we're gonna go look for that one eventually. I'm just not sure what this one would be, to be honest. I'm telling you, chat, I don't see the nun anywhere. My suspicion is at like 10,000%. Ricardo says, the miners have all been patrolling the town, making sure nobody's around who doesn't belong. We're not gonna let those undead freaks wreck Felghana any more than they already have. If we get attacked again, I'll take them all down myself if I have to. Or die trying. Ricardo promptly died. Fiona says, Dear Lord, please protect us from those who wish us harm, and bring us peace of mind and spirit. If only Bishop Nicholas were here. Again, I kind of see Bishop Nicholas as the second to final boss. Anyway, Hugo says, Dad and the other grown-ups are getting all stressed out, and no one's telling me anything about what's going on, which makes me super nervous. I haven't been bad, so I'm pretty sure this isn't punishment. So what is it? What's happening? I'm actually kind of scared, but I'm glad you're here at least, Mr. Adol. You'll make sure nothing hurts us. I like to think as Adol is talking to Hugo and he says nothing will hurt us, he just has flashbacks to East 1 and 2 and he sets the town people on fire. Harold says, the mayor's advised that we stay indoors until further notice. Apparently, monsters from Valentine Castle have infiltrated the town. What, in the name of all that is holy, could the Count McGuire possibly be thinking? Oh, I feel like that was actually repeat dialogue. I feel like some of this is new and some of this isn't. So Anya's saying her dad's patrolling. She says, you're pretty cool, mister, but so's my daddy, and I'm not sure who's cooler. Till he gets back, Grandpa and I said we'd protect the house. We'll be like guardian pirates. Arr, scoundrels. Locust says, that McGuire's been bad news since the moment he got here. I bet any amount of money he's the one responsible for absolutely everything that's gone wrong, the darn fool. He's probably the one who brought about all the monsters, too. The sooner we boot him the heck out of Felghana, the better off we'll all be. Yeah, see, chat, like, you have to think about how we're gonna get the final item, because, like, in all the other games, they're, like, alluding to, like, this really great piece of equipment, and, like, we've already gone through what would be the final boss, so I don't know if, like, the dungeon will have the rest of the armor, or if we'll somehow get materials to craft it. Like, there's still a little bit of a mix-up the game can perform on us. It could honestly go either way. I'm not really feeling one way or another what they're gonna do. I feel like it definitely will not give it all to us at once, so I don't know if he'll, like, be injured and then we need to pay money to repair it, and we'll only find, like, a core item to repair it in the next dungeon. I'm just trying to think from a game mechanic standpoint what they might do. But I have a sneaking suspicion we're gonna end up with the sword first. I don't know if it'll involve Chester's death or not, or if he's just like, this is what you need to defeat the demon because that's been entrusted to my bloodline. There's a couple things they could do with the chat. So let's see, chat. Let's see how good we were at guessing what's gonna happen to the plot. I'm already not feeling great about the fact that there is silence as we come up here.
Please, I beg you, just spare my life.
Pathetic worm. To think that slime like you orchestrated such inhuman atrocities against my people.
I'm telling you, chat, this is where the big bad shows up. It goes, no, Chester, it was I. I was manipulating you all along, and I knew everything because I am the true final boss. Chat, his back is even turned to the point where somebody would teleport in and just basically murder him. Let's all be honest, chat. The odds of Chester surviving this game are just looking really slim. If he doesn't die here, he'll die by the ending. Those are my thoughts and feelings so far. Okay.
But no matter. It's almost time for the final curtain.
Now the mix-up is, will the bishop reveal his true intentions, if that's where the game is going? Or will the sorceress come in and kill Chester? I'm leaning more towards the sorceress, who I also, as we talked about before, think might be the nun.
You're going to die, like the disgusting pig you are.
Now, what I want to see again, chat, is if we get a portrait of the sorcerer, I really, really, really want to look to see if we could get any tell, because I wasn't really paying attention to Sister Nell before, which I think is on purpose.
You, just stay right where you are. And watch the story unfold. It'll all be over soon.
Stop this, Chester!
Okay, this is...
Please! You have to stop this!
This is the most unlikely series of events ever. How did Elena even get up here? Listen, I'm willing to suspend disbelief on a lot of things in this game, but are you telling me she ninja jumped her way up that clock tower to get here? How did she get here from the dungeon? Does she have, like, the wind amulet? How did she do any of that? It's like not... I don't even know how most of these people got up here, to be honest. I'm just shaking my head, chat. I mean, like, Chester, I would almost believe could jump his way up here. And maybe the king knows about a secret way to get into the clock tower. I could buy the king being here. I absolutely do not buy Elena showing up here. Even though it's very cheesy JRPG, I don't believe it, chat. We're gonna watch the story unfold, even if it doesn't make sense how any of these characters got here.
I know what I have to do, Elena.
I have to die because I have no redemption arc.
Our parents were murdered. Our home was burned to the ground. You may not remember any of it, but I'll never forget.
I do remember.
See, I don't think the sister is gonna be the secret villain. I think she's gonna be the sacrifice, quote unquote, and she'll be used as like part of the ritual to summon the final boss. I don't know if she'll die from it, like we'll interrupt it, but there is a 0% chance she is not getting kidnapped in like the next 20 minutes, chat. I don't believe it. I like, this is just one of those moments, chat. I'm like, there is no way she's making it to the end of this game without getting kidnapped again.
I remember our father's voice piercing through the flames, telling everyone to run while he stayed and fought. I remembered the smile on our mother's face as she died, knowing we were safe.
Elena? You?
Chester, you also probably shouldn't turn your back on the guy you were just threatening.
I remember everything now. It's all just as you said it was. Those years before we came to Redmont, the events of that horrible day, everything.
I wish you wouldn't have. You'd have been better off forgetting it all. But there's no need to worry. I don't intend to involve you in this. This is my struggle, not yours.
So here's a question I'm wondering if the game is going to address. How did Chester know where to place the statues in the clock tower? Was he really entrusted with that information? Or did the bishop conveniently tell him that?
I would never stain another's hands with blood. Least of all, yours.
It just seems kind of weird that he collected them and then just immediately put them in the clock tower.
Chester, I'm so sorry. You hurt so much all this time, but you kept it all bottled inside to spare my feelings.
The king is like, so can I go now? Are you two done having a moment?
I never knew. I just never knew. But Chester, this is all for nothing. I don't think it's ever been possible to appease the souls of our people.
What?
They're not here anymore. After all the horrible things they've been through, I think what they really want is just to rest in peace. I know our father would want us to be happy. Together.
Well, she said the magic words of one of us will not live to the end of this game.
He wouldn't want us to take revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Not like this. Not at all, even. I'll never believe that vengeance would make him happy. And that's all I want, Chester. I want him to be happy. And our mother. And you and I, too. I want us all to be happy. You may be stern, self-deprecating, and stubborn as anything. But you're the most dependable, kind, and thoughtful brother I could have ever asked for.
I like to think like this king is like slowly gathering a rope and just rappelling it down the side of the castle. He just had like, he had an eternity to set this up.
You were there for me when our father couldn't be.
I mean, Chester's not even looking at the king. The king is like,
I love you, Chester. So, please, don't do this. Don't force this on yourself.
There we go, chat. Clock tower's activating.
What was that? No. What the hell have you done?
I don't know. I never knew that much about the power of the statues to begin with.
Yes, because the bishop would know. Of course he would.
The construction of the clock tower, the massacre on Genis Island.
Oh no, chat. Are you telling me the bishop was behind everything? Who could have seen it coming, chat?
I was just doing as I was told.
Told? Told by whom?
That would be me.
Bishop Nicholas?
Mm-hmm. You almost got me, East. I almost didn't call who it was. I was going back and forth on it, but you slipped up. You had the none not there twice in a row. Gotcha, East. Gotcha.
Count McGuire and Sir Stoddart. You've both done splendidly. Everything is proceeding according to plan.
I almost quoted that last line. I felt pretty close when I was saying earlier. He's like, there's always some mastermind that is like, yes, it is exactly as calculated every time, chat.
That chime you heard? It signals that the power of the statues has been conferred to the one true God.
What?
But why did...
Bishop, what are you talking about?
But why did... Am I missing something? Like, why did Chester put them in the clock? Like, I'm still missing that important point. Like, did the bishop tell him that putting the different statues on the pedestals would release the transforming mist? I'm like missing a plot point somewhere, chat. Or did he like hand it over to the king and then the king did that? I feel like that order of events is not really clear. Like, did I miss something, chat? I feel like that wasn't really talked about at any point.
I thought you were helping me exact my revenge.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the bishop did talk to him. I was just about to say, I feel like that hadn't come up prior to this point.
Well, of course, since we were in collusion. I explained to you the secret of the clock tower.
Thank you, Bishop Nicholas. So it did not come up prior to this point. Because I was just wondering that while we're coming up here. I'm like, why would he do this? Who would have told him this?
And you placed the statues in the appropriate spots, just as I instructed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Their power has been drained and infused into the spirit vein that runs beneath this land. The four streams shall meet deep below the rocks of Genos Island. We're there to reunite as one and awaken Galbalan! The dark mist that's flooded the castle is merely a byproduct of this divine flow of energy. Still, I'd say you achieved your original intention quite admirably. Wouldn't you agree?
Wait, wasn't Galbalan destroyed a long time ago?
No, his power was sealed into the statues, Chester. Did you not go through the murals?
I find it highly amusing that a descendant of Genos should be so naive about the nature of Galbalan.
I agree, Bishop. I feel like he of all people should know this.
Destroyed? Preposterous! An ancient being like that? He was simply drained of his power, cut to pieces, and forced into a wretched sleep.
I mean, that's kind of... I don't know if that was supposed to be a big reveal. I kind of thought that was obvious, but sure.
But that all ends now. This world will once again be under the watchful eye of a great and mighty god.
Bishop. You're a man of the cloth. How can you say such blasphemous things?
He's like, I only worship the one true god, Galbalan. Didn't you hear me earlier?
Oh, I cast off those outmoded beliefs long ago.
Oh, he's got the evil smirk, chat. Look at his red eyes. Oh, he's going villain.
I, Nicholas Garland, seek a true god with true power. Not some mythical deity invented to scare children. I must say, Chester, my plan would never have succeeded so spectacularly were it not for your petty vengeance.
See, chat, the moral of the story is don't trust anybody and just kill everybody you see. It'll be fun.
I extend to you my deepest gratitude. You bastard!
Oh, well, there's
Damn it! He's shielded! I guess I'm going to have to use this sword!
Ah, I know that blade.
Prepare to die, you filthy heretic!
Oh no, Chester didn't know the strats. He had to jump.
You don't have the power to properly wield that sword, you fool! So, now it's your turn to try in vain, is it? Very well, Adar Kristen. Perhaps you can offer me a worthy challenge. Let's find out, shall we?
There's no way there is no way we are legit fighting him here. So what is gonna interrupt this? Ooh, I'm not sure. Yeah, is he's gonna super blast us. This can't be a real boss fight.
Let's see what you can do.
Is it? Wait, it is? No, he's shielded. Oh, he's doing like 100 plus. Yeah. I think we're supposed to lose. I was gonna say, there's no way this was the real fight. Yeah, like yeah, and then Doki sucker punches him from behind. Good call, Kirk. He should shout "You're wide open" and then just destroy him, chat. That's how every fight should end. Garland says, "That's it. And here I thought you were to be the next Genos."
You're coming with me, Chester. There's still one duty you must fulfill. Your people sealed God away, and the children must suffer for the sins of their fathers.
Take me instead.
Wait, please! If you need a descendant of Genos, then take me, not my brother.
Oh, there we go. Now she got kidnapped, chat. See? What did we talk about, chat? There was the 0% chance she was not gonna get kidnapped. We talked about this, chat.
Oh, how touching. Such love between brother and sister. Very well. Bring her, Delarn.
Delarn.
Adol, thank you for everything. When you came to rescue me, I was so happy, so moved. Please, make sure Chester pulls through.
Well then, gentlemen, I bid you adieu. I hope you're looking forward to God's revival as much as I am!
Garland, you could just kill Adol here. I don't know why you're leaving, to be honest. You kind of won and nothing really cutscene interrupted you. And I will choose to let you go so you could kill me in like an hour from now. I mean, honestly, there's really no reason you shouldn't have killed us. It's not like she went, wait, I'll sacrifice myself or something. It's not like that happened. Just poor planning on his
Bishop
part.
Nicholas was the puppet master behind this whole ordeal.
I just can't believe it's true. He was always such a devoted proponent of God's teachings.
But the facts are the facts, and this is no time to wallow in disillusionment. Not only has Eleanor been taken, but that earthquake's brought us new monsters, the likes of which we've never seen.
Translation, the outdoors is now filled with those horrible, unkillable skeletons. And maybe some other things we can kill for levels.
Galbalan's resurrection is indeed nigh. The warning signs are all here. Redmont cannot survive much more of this.
Honestly, you guys should just relocate. I'm gonna be real with you, Edgar. Like, your town kind of sucks. Just, I don't know. Have Adol build you a ship or something. Just sail away from here, Edgar. There's much better places.
Dear Lord, hear my prayer.
Let's not bother God just yet. Man's time is far from over.
I honestly don't remember whose voice that is. If I had to guess who would show up randomly, maybe it's Bearheart. I'm trying to remember. I really don't remember their voices. Okay, good call.
What in the world are you doing here?
All right, I'm gonna be honest. I totally forgot what he sounded like. Oh, listen to that music though. Figure I'd let that play a little bit, just so you could hear it, chat. Okay, let's see what he's doing
It's been
here.
a long time, Mayor. I spoke with McGuire at the inn. He filled me in on the situation, more or less. Thought I might lend my strength to the town's defenses.
That would be most appreciated. With you here, we'll be able to stand our ground for as long as it takes. Is there anything you need for the job?
Just for every able-bodied man to join the fray. And Father Pierre, I'd like for you to gather the women and children and make sure they're safe in the church.
Understood. I'll get right on it.
Just jam into the music, chat.
Now then, Adol. If you're to set off for Genos Island, there's that dock north of the town entrance, along the road to the castle.
I know, we kept going there, Bearheart. You wouldn't let us go there.
Wait, are you...
You and Dogi came here on a small boat, correct? The island's not far offshore. You can see it from the dock and should be able to reach it easily.
Now, wait just 1 second. Eleanor may have been kidnapped, but you can't seriously be thinking of asking Adol to...
Mayor, this young man has been guided down the path of Genos himself.
Oh, they just broke out the guitar. Listen to it, chat.
Ultimately, it is his choice whether or not to go. But you know as well as I do which option he'll take.
I like to think this is what Adult's thinking as they're having the conversation. He's just playing the music chat.
We mustn't hold him back. All we can do is give him our support. Time is precious. I'll start bolstering the town's defenses. Oh, and Adol, Chester's in the room next door. He awoke shortly after I arrived here.
Take his sword that was very briefly mentioned in the other cutscene. You'll need to upgrade it to max level if you want to defeat the boss.
I believe he has something he'd like to say to you. Before you go, you may wish to pay him a visit.
Translation, skipping him will result in you getting absolutely wrecked by future bosses. This music is very over the top, but I'm enjoying it. Edgar says, remember, you're facing evil here. Can't say if it's a devil or a dark god, but Goblin is not a normal foe. Oh, I'm ready for like a 3-phase monstrosity. Don't worry, Edgar. We played some East games before. We know they're not fair. Edgar says, given the gravity of the situation, I can never ask you to do this. You can still back out if you wish, but I'm hoping you'll go of your own volition. Elena's practically my own flesh and blood daughter. I don't mean to pressure you, Adol, but if you can, please, save her. I can hear the wounded Chester music.
You... I must confess, I've made a terrible mistake. I involved innocent people in my quest for vengeance. I played right into the bishop's schemes.
Okay, chat. So it went through the route of Chester has survived. I figured we'd get the sword from him at some point. So he's still alive when presumably he's going to hand over his sword. So he's probably going to sacrifice himself in place of Elena, chat. If I had to guess where this game is going, based off him actually having regret, I'm also going to call that right now.
And as a result, I helped bring about the resurrection of Galbalan. I'm not worthy to carry this sword. Please, take it.
We acquired the Brave Sword, which it did make sure to show us in that portrait because they really wanted us to know he had another sword.
It's been handed down through generations upon generations of Genesis descendants.
I mean, we also predicted that this was the case.
With it, you should be able to face the bishop on even footing.
Translation, you could damage the boss.
Please, save my sister. Save Elena.
Chester lapsed into a deep sleep.
You'll wake up when the plot is time. Excuse me, when the plot is right. Alright, chat was missing the music. Don't worry, chat. We're gonna... feel that music. Alright, so they said they gathered everybody at the church. I'm just making sure everybody did actually go to the church. We're like, oh, this is my house now. Oh, gee, chat, the nun still isn't here. Anya says, hey, it's Mr. Adol. You know what? There are lots and lots of monsters out there, but I'm not scared of them, not one bit. Want to know why? It's because I got you and my daddy and all the other strong men in town looking out for me. The monsters don't stand a chance. Locus says, I was going to use my pickaxe to help defend the town, but Dewey stopped me. He said it disturbed him. I don't care what he thinks. The monsters get anywhere near this church, I have no intention of holding back. Even if I'm destined to die here, I'm sure as heck not going down without a fight. Ada says, it's like some beautiful dream. I never once imagined that Bob would come back to me alive. If it is a dream, I hope never to wake up. He told me you're the one who broke him out of the dungeon. Thank you, Adol Christian. Thank you so very, very much. In these troubled times, when all the news is bad, a happy event like this isn't just rare. It's a miracle. Just listen to the music. It is a miracle. I'm not a fan of Bob's portrait. I don't know what it is about his portrait. Maybe it's the eyes that are unsettling. Anyway, Bob says, Adol, thank you so much for rescuing me from that dungeon. Unfortunately, I got separated from Elena during our escape. If I'd just been paying a little more attention, she'd be standing here with us right now. I'm so sorry. What's a goblin? All the grown-ups keep talking about it, and if it's a food, it sounds pretty gross. Maybe it's some kind of monster. That's the right sort of name for that. All googly and evil sounding. If it is a monster, you're gonna beat it, right, mister? Be Father Pierre seems so much stronger now than before. He's really grown into his position. He just learned his entire life is a lie. I'm still nervous, of course, but I know Mr. Gardner and the miners will do their best to keep us all safe. As long as we trust in them to fight for us out there and Father Pierre to fight for us in here, I'm sure we'll be okay. What is Father Pierre gonna do? He doesn't seem like a fighter.
It almost feels like we've been herded here. Rounded up like animals marked for slaughter.
Okay, chat. Of all the things he was gonna say, I didn't think he was gonna say that, but that that genuinely made me laugh. That's so messed up, East.
If push comes to shove, though, I will fight back. I'm fully prepared to take up arms and battle for home and family.
I'm gonna say, I think the reason they were able to escape and weren't turned into zombies is that we could maybe write it off that the statue's magic subsided because it got absorbed. So that's how they got away. Like, that I can kind of see. I don't know how Elena beat it up here, though. Because she was up there before it started screen shaking.
I'm no warrior, but it's the only real choice I have. The alternative is to lie down and accept my fate, and I will not. I keep thinking of all the times I meant to ask Chester for sword training. How strangely ironic that would have been.
No matter how many times the monsters outside are cut down, they just keep getting right back up again. Yeah, we kind of figured the skeleton warriors were coming out, chat. So unless we get the silver chimes, we're not going to get any further. Rumor has it, though, there's an item in Felghana which can purify the undead, allowing them to rest in peace. Yeah, we don't have that. Hopefully we didn't miss it. If only the rumors were true. Chat, didn't we have a discussion about this before? Where, like, the NPCs, where they want you to do something, they will just constantly go, if only. Oh my gosh, every game, chat. If only the rumors were true, and that item were in my hands this very moment, I can't tell you how happy I'd be. Let's talk to Father Pierre. I haven't seen Sister Nell since this morning, though her absence is quite understandable. No, it's not. Well, I mean, I guess if you assume that she's evil. I mean, it's kind of obvious at this point, but sure. Draw attention to it, why not? I can only imagine her shock at the bishop's. She's not shocked. She's always had so much respect for him. Oh, she's definitely the second in command. I must persevere. Even if she's not here in body, I'll keep her spirit alive amongst the townfolk until she returns. Oh, she'll return. Probably in a coffin. I just feel really nervous that I missed an item somewhere, but I'm like, where would we even have missed an item at this point? Oh, wait. I'm overthinking it, chat. You know what it is? One of them has to be the silver chime, chat, and the final item is the spirit necklace. I'm overthinking it. It's fine. I was overthinking it. We'll move on. Oh, every soldier's there. Let's ignore them and go in here, though.
Supposedly, there's a way of working on Ravel without damaging it or diluting its energy. Perfect quality smithing. If only I knew the secret. I'm confident I could pull it off and make you the shield of your dreams.
If only, listen, chat, if only he knew the secret.
Thing is, there are two big obstacles standing in my way.
What do you want?
First off, I need more Ravel ore than the miners bring back in a month. And that's a month when the quarry's open. Plus, like I said, when you pound Ravel, you damage it. It's a soft mineral by nature, so there ain't no way around it. I learned the craft from my grandfather, though, and he learned it from the masters on Genos Island.
I'm just thinking about it. If it's so soft that pounding it makes it damaged, why would we want this as a shield?
And from all the stories he used to tell, I bet the miracle workers over there knew how to do it.
Alright, so I guess he's
What do you
giving
got
us
for me?
he's giving us a hint as to what we need to do. Wow, that costs a lot of money in Ravel ore. That is way more than I thought that was gonna be. Ugh, that's kind of gross. Goodbye our money, chat.
This the one? Good to go. This the one? Good to go.
Let's give a salute to all the Ravel ore. Wow.
Come again.
That butchered our entire... I'm glad I grinded a little, because we would not have had 1400. So we're now at... Well, we're still at level 44 with our 325 health, 243 strength, and 235 defense. But now, we're going up to 257. So we switch from the Battle Saber infused with fire, supposedly able to cleave through rock, with the fabled Holy Sword, once wielded by Genos himself. The men have all banded together to defend the town. We're charged with equipping him for the task, of course, but the demand has been outweighing supply. The last few days, Adonis has been spending all of his time digging through his old metalsmithing literature. Can't imagine what he's looking for. Alright, so he's eventually going to give us the shield, so we have to get the armor from somewhere else. Maybe we'll find the armor on the island? Like, it'll be like the Genos' holy armor or something. Paul says, Chester got beat up all black and blue and bumpy. He's stronger than any of us. So how exactly are we supposed to fight something that wiped the floor with him? Not that I'm saying I won't fight. I'd rather fight than be eaten. I mean, I prefer to do the eating myself. Oh, Paul. But I don't plan on eating monsters, unless it turns out they're really delicious or something. Oh, Paul. Andre says, I came to help defend the town at Fran's behest, but I swear she's actually trying to kill me. Townsfolk thought I was a monster, like all the other soldiers. They had me totally surrounded. If that guy hadn't stopped them when he did, I'd have been in for a world of hurt. I can't believe Bob's actually alive. It's like a miracle. All the survivors from the castle arrived just a short while ago. Imagine my surprise to see McGuire and his family among them. I figured people would be at his throat, but, well, look at him. He's beating himself worse than we ever could. I don't know, Ricardo. There's only one way to find out, and that's to try for yourself. At any rate, it's good to see Bob again after all this time. For now, I need to concentrate on the town's defenses. Dewey says it, be it demon or fallen angel or Joker or anything else, this talk of ancient evil is pretty disturbing. Hard to believe all this was happening behind McGuire's back. Yeah, it is really hard to believe this is happening behind his back. I agree, Dewey. It doesn't matter though. Yeah, it does actually. Redmond is our home and we'll fight for it, no matter what the odds may be. We'll just never lie down and let our livelihoods be destroyed. That's not even an option. Gardner says, hard to believe Gobelon's actually real. I heard about it from my grandmother when I was a kid, but I always figured it was just a fairy tale. Genos Island, too. I truly believed it to be wiped out by disease. Never once suspected any different. Well, Gardner, you don't have our super level detective skills. Listen, chat, like, we were, like, many sessions ago talking about that there is no way these people died of a disease. I did not believe it. Nice try, East. That one failed early. Randolph says, I decided to stick around and help defend this place since I'm quite enjoying the local brew and all. The townsfolk set up a whole command structure. The team I'm fighting with is being led by by a guy named Bearheart. I swear, that name sounds so familiar to me, but I just can't figure out where I've heard it before. Whatever, it'll come to me, I'm sure. I better get ready for battle. I'm gonna try regaining some of my dignity out there. I don't know if that'll happen. Been a while since I've had any. Well, I mean, self-deprecation. He beat me to it. I didn't read ahead. That sword. Chester gave it to you, didn't he? Good. You look ready for the trials ahead. May fortune smile upon you in the battlefield, adult Christian. So I guess we'll save over this file. Let's try to level at least once. What is... Like, those are killable. Ooh, these things don't give a lot of ore, though. Yeah, we want that level up, chat. We are not messing around with East. We already know that if we fight new enemies, we always have to level. So we're gonna take some time here. We also need to get a lot of cash back. Ooh, these enemies are so far apart. Not really liking any of these spawns at the moment. At least we're getting little bits of healing here and there. Yeah, maybe this is the best area for it. Ooh, we're not getting a lot of gold though, which is a bit concerning. Yeah, we're definitely not doing this at this level. Ooh, we're getting there, chat. Yeah, the game owes us a lot of cash. We need to get to 60,000 eventually. Now, we can't kill the skeleton. We can wound him and probably knock him down, but we can't kill him. So it shows that we're much stronger in the fact that we're actually able to damage him, which is nice. Okay, let's reset the enemies. Well, they're not really dropping money either. This is kind of annoying. Oh well, we're still gonna go for that level up, chat. I'm not sure if there's a better area to do this in, unfortunately, but we're gonna work with what is dealt with us, I suppose. Also, I realized I should change my item to be the Cox's War items to drop. That might get us a little extra gold. I mean, we're like getting a decent amount of health back, so we're not like too terribly off from where the game thinks we should be. But we also know the game is kind of unfair, so we're gonna take that extra level up. So close, chat. So it seems like the skeletal soldiers, once we get the silver chime, will be what we need to level faster. I'm assuming they'll be worth a decent amount of experience. I don't know if they'll be like the final enemy type in the game, like in terms of like difficulty, but we could see that we do way more damage to the bats than we do the skeletal warriors. Nothing else. So we've almost got to level up. So we're gonna save at the castle once we do get that level up. There we go. We got it, chat. So we're now sitting at 331 health, 265 strength, and 238 defense. Hopefully this is enough. We'll see. Now the question is, chat, what magic should we use against the sorcerer? Which one would be the most useful? Do we counter projectile? Do you think wind will be the best? Do we do earth just for the damage dodging? I'm not sure how soon we'll have to fight the other boss. Hopefully we get a little bit of time in between. But you never know, chat. This could be the boss fight. I mean, I guess I'll start with wind. Actually, you know what? We'll do earth. We'll play it safe.
You're late.
Manly voice says, yo, you're late.
Don't give me that look. I'm not hurt that bad. And this is no time to be lying around in bed.
I just got stabbed. That happens to me every other day.
Elena's been snatched away, right? I heard about it back in town.
Adolf filled Dogi in on all the details.
Yep, that's pretty much what I figured. And I guess you were planning on going to the island all by your lonesome, right?
Yep.
Man, you need to learn to speak up sometimes. Just who do you think you're dealing with here?
Get it? Because we're a silent protagonist.
First
got
off,
us.
the waters are choppy today. Unless you're used to it like I am, you'd never even make it to the island. So, I'm going with you, and that's that. Best make sure you got everything you need before we set off, though.
I hope this isn't a one-way trip. This makes me kind of nervous. So, like, we don't have anything upgraded.
I get the feeling that what we're about to face won't go down easy with the usual weapons and armor.
Alright, so is this a hint that... Well, obviously we got the sword upgrade. But will magic be more effective than our sword? That's what I'm worried about. Let's go back and save. Don't worry, Dogi figured out the whole plot. He's like, hold it, Adol, we don't need a boat. I can punch my way through the ocean floor to the island. Of course. So at least we got the enhanced fire magic. So we're still missing 2 gems. I hopefully did not mess up, and the game expects us to have it. Because I did not find them so far, if that is the case. We'll get a couple extra kills just because, chat. We're gonna make sure we're at full MP before we set sail. Okay.
Ready to ship off to Genos Island?
Yes.
All right, let's go save Elena.
Yeah, like, I have a feeling the final boss will be weak to fire. Because if you remember, chat, in games like Origin, we basically couldn't approach the boss whatsoever, and we just got into a projectile war with the boss. So I feel like fire magic will be good on the final boss. The question is, like, will it work on the other bosses? So we should try that first to see how that feels. And then we'll know if we should be doing earth magic instead. Genos Island, the beginning of the end. Oh, a save point.
So, this is where Chester and Elena were born, huh? It's quiet. Too quiet. And I don't like it one bit. Let's just get going before something horrible Oh, for crying out loud. Adol. I'm sorry. I won't be able to help you save Elena.
He's like, I'm healthy enough to sail you here, but you're on your own, Adol.
Don't worry about me. You go save her, and I'll... Oh, down I go.
Dogi fell unconscious from his wounds.
Okay, so we can still teleport places, so I might as well save here again. It's like, to me, that was like, why even have Doki show up at all if he's just gonna pass out immediately? Ugh, anyway, chat. We'll not question the game design choices anymore. Let's continue for now. So we saved. Oh no, we really are just going into another boss battle. Ugh. Okay, chat, let me prepare mentally. Let's make sure we have everything we need to win. So we're gonna make sure that this is active, because I don't know if this is just a passive bonus or not, to be honest. It's kind of hard to tell. So we're gonna make sure that it's on duration of boost increase. What would help us in this fight? I mean, I guess we'll leave it on stone shoes, I guess. We'll use our most powerful magic to see if it does damage. Well, chat, we got 1 level. Let's see if that's enough or if I needed 2 levels.
I knew you'd come.
Well, see, that sounds like Sister Nell. Speaking of which...
At the castle, it was made perfectly clear that you have no hope of defeating us. And yet here you are. Be it gallant or foolish, you risk it all to save Elena.
It's okay, Sister Nell. You could say foolish.
But I cannot let you pass.
My life or yours. The battle ends for one of us. Now.
Okay, chat, let's figure out what...
Dance! Spin!
Oh, that attack is still annoying.
Slice!
That does so much damage!
Fly! Spin! Slice! Disperse!
Disperse? Oh, there's like a fake one?
Dance! Slice! Fly! Burn!
Oh, I'm bad at aiming the fire skill, though.
Fly! Slice! Spin! Die! Fly! Dance! Spin! Disperse!
Alright, we're doing okay for a first try, honestly. This isn't too bad.
Dance! Disperse!
Alright, we gotta get one more pattern, so I'm gonna boost. Hopefully we can beat it.
Dance! Burn!
Oh, missed it by one shot. Oh, that's bad.
Spin!
Oh, missed it by one attack, chat. Oh, we almost beat a boss in one try. We were so close. That was so close. Okay, we can definitely do this.
Spin! Fly! Slice! Slice! Spin! Burn!
Ah. Yeah, I'm really bad at aiming the fire. I think that's the only challenge for me. Otherwise, this boss doesn't do a ton of damage, to be honest. Yeah, see, that wasn't a good pattern.
Dance! Spin! Spin! Die!
Yeah, see, now I'm just getting unlucky. Man, we had such a good first phase.
Burn!
See, I think the problem is, like, the fireball hitbox is way smaller than I think it is. So I don't compensate because I didn't realize I missed. Yeah. I might restart this one. I'm not feeling this pattern as much. I'm not really sure how to dodge that one, to be honest. Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Let's try again. Yeah, this boss is not hard. It's just more... I'm not sure how to dodge one of the attacks yet again. Like that one, I don't know how to dodge.
Fly! Dance! Dance! Die! Spin! Slice! Spin! Disperse!
Alright, we're doing a little better.
Spin! Fly! Fly! Burn!
Much better.
Dance! Fly! Spin! Burn!
Alright, so I should get boost soon.
Dance! Spin! Slice! Disperse!
Alright, next time we do it, she should die.
Dance! Dance! Spin! Burn! Garland!
Yeah, this boss was way easier. What? Like, get out of here, game.
Adol, you've gotten really strong.
Like, chat, wasn't Chester, like, on his own tier? Like, Chester was, like, down to the wire. And you really had to, like, level. But I feel like, honestly, she only had one attack. I just didn't really understand how to dodge, just because it's, like, last time we had a visual cue to deal with her, where we kind of went diagonal. And as long as I went from, like, the bottom to, like, the top left, it dodged it consistently. But because there's more swords here, the pattern's, like, slightly different. So I'm not sure what was needed to dodge. But even without figuring out how to dodge one of the attacks, I mean, that one wasn't even close. She got smoked.
Once, he saved my life. He saved my soul. His words, the sight of him, was all I ever had to live for.
I mean, I do appreciate the game building off of a pattern that it establishes, though. It's just a shame I never really understood one of the patterns. But yeah, that definitely feels like we hit, like, the mountain of difficulty with Chester, and then we, like, dip down. I don't know if the boss after her will be harder. Maybe. But, I mean, obviously the final boss is going to be hard, but...
But then he went to the Ilburn's ruins, and he came back, changed. Even so, I still had faith in him. And then he and I became of one body. 12 years ago, we attacked the people of this island. Maybe this is punishment for my sins, for my blind devotion. Thank you, Adol, for saving my soul. Please, help her. Save Elena.
Well, back to the save point we go, chat. So yeah, that was fairly tame. So I guess we got past the gatekeeper. How's Dogi doing? Actually, you know what, chat? Before we go any further, can we just tell them that the nun is dead? I'm now curious, chat. I mean, Elena can wait. She's fine. She'll be fine up until the dramatic reveal. So we could delay having the dramatic reveal. Oh yeah, chat. Every time we come here, it's this music. Let's tell the father. Wait, why did I go to the mayor's house? Oh well. Not what I meant to do. Let's go to the church. Listen to that music, chat. Yeah, we just left Dogi behind. I mean, we could presumably take people with us when we teleport. So he had different dialogue. Yeah, he had different dialogue there, but he didn't mention the nun. Oh well. Genos Island is unholy memory. Well, that went pretty well. I'm kind of happy with that, chat. You know, we got it in like, what, 3 tries? That wasn't too bad. And the one of the tries, it was literally down to just me being terrible at Fireball. So I'm gonna have to practice this a lot, because you know the final boss is gonna make me snipe some really arbitrary point in order to deal damage. So we're in Dark Shrine where the restless dwell. Since we're just traveling between points, let's just use Wind Magic, because I feel like that's the safest of the choices. Because Earth Magic is, like, good if you could get it to stack multiple hits on one area, but in terms of just crowd controls, this Wind Magic all the way. Again, our goal will be to level at least one more time, maybe twice, depending on how long this dungeon is. There we go, chat. Let's explore around here. See, now this is reminding me of Origin with the walls and the structures like this, chat. Oh, what is that thing? I have a bad feeling about that thing by itself in the middle of the arena. How damaging is it? Oh, it just shoots giant lasers. Well, okay then. I mean, I'm glad I had focus up. Ooh, this area is kind of rough on the health bar. Hopefully we could get a level soon. Oh boy. If I get hit even one more time, I'm gonna safety teleport out. Oh, it's my favorite rude Oh, no, we're not dealing with that. Did he, like, jump down here? Alright, that's fine. Alright, so let's take it slow, because I don't have enough to survive, I think, a laser beam. We got time, chat. We're injured, so focus should build pretty quickly while we wait for the Spirit Cape as well. Yeah, see, we got half of the meter back. Like, technically, I could just walk around and get boost. Yeah, like, I interrupted our healing just to make sure we got boost back. So that's not too bad. So now we could fight it with over 200 health. So we got a little more of a safety factor going on. Yeah, this does remind me a lot of the Dungeons of Origin. I feel like this game came out before Origin, but I could be wrong. I should probably double check that between streams. I forgot to do so. Let's see. Well, let's do the for more item drop. What else do we want from this? So this should be okay. So that leveled us. So we're now at 337 health, 263 strength, and 241 defense. That's good. Oh yeah, see how you have to cross the platform with the jump? That is definitely reminding me of the Origin. Right as we're at the end on the final floors. Remember this, chat? We did that in Origin. Oh, I see a chest. What's in this? Oh, another emerald. Well, I happen to be using wind magic a lot, so that's good. Also, he decided to come join us, apparently. Whatever. He went... I thought it would have had more time to react, but that's okay. I don't have to fight him now, so I consider that a win. That was his mistake for joining us. Oh, what is... Oh, come on. Alright, we required 750 ore. We need a lot to upgrade. It looks like we need, what was it, 1,400 per item. So we're only halfway there. But also, those spinners are ridiculous. So now that wind magic's powered up, definitely gonna help us clear out some things here or there. Yeah, and if we feel like we're in danger, we're just gonna pop boost. So we could regain it fairly easily while injured. Oh, we're getting more healing. That's good for us. We're actually doing pretty well in terms of health. We're slowly gaining health per encounter. So there's a pit we could fall down. We're gonna keep that in mind. We're gonna see where we could go without falling, and then we'll return here. Because it's easier to fall than it is to continue on the path we're at. What an interesting area. Oh, hello. We acquired another 640 ore, which is decent, but I'd prefer a little more than that. So we have enough to upgrade one item completely, which is good. We could still fall down this area at some point. So fortunately, that enemy is not too hard to kill, as long as he doesn't go into his hyper movement mode. So there's like a path to the east over here. So we're getting a lot of choices, chat. I'm gonna try not to miss anything, but it's gonna be difficult. Ooh, I took some damage there. So we are slowly getting to the next level. Like, we're almost halfway there. And this dungeon looks like it could go on for a while. Kind of hoping for a health up so I could be a little safer. There we go. Much better. Exactly what I was looking for. There's a red chest over there, so that's probably armor, if I had to guess. It could be armor or the silver chimes. There's only a couple things it could be. Keep in mind, chat, we still need a lot of gold because upgrading equipment was like 30k an item, and we still need to get the spirit necklace. Oh, there's that annoying enemy there. Alright, let's back up a bit and recover health. As I said before, we can always just slowly regain our boost and push forward. Like, we're gonna max out on boost in like a couple seconds, but now we have like another 50 health. There we go. Now it's probably safe to proceed, but we'll let our health go up a little higher before we go forward. As I said before, we don't want to be greedy with this because the game over will undo like 20-30 minutes of progress. So I'm not feeling as inclined to play for the risky side of things at the moment. There are a lot of skeletons here. Are you witnessing that, chat? Like, there are a lot of skeletons over there. We might have to safety teleport out of there. We'll see. I'm sorry, did he attack while dead? Okay, chat. We're gonna make a run for it. Silver chimes. There we go. Alright, they do like 60-ish. Let's not fight all of them at once at the moment. We're not quite high enough level to consider doing that. But let's fight one of these guys 1v1 and see how much XP we get from them. Actually, a pretty sizable amount, and they heal us quite a bit. So with that in mind, now let's turn the tide of battle and come back into them. There we go, we even leveled off of that. So we're now level 47 with 343 health, 268 strength, and 244 defense. Much better. So again, we're gonna play it super safe with our wind attack. We don't really have to risk anything. Also, they were giving us a lot of ore. Whoa, they give a lot of ore, chat. Okay, so we now get like another 100 or so. So, we might grind on them for some levels, honestly. I think we should reset that room. I'm just curious if this leads to another item, and if we don't immediately get to another item, I'm gonna go back. Oh, what a weird camera angle. Why is it all pulled back like this? Alright, listen, I don't know what the game is trying to do with this camera angle, but we're gonna go refight these things. Since it looks like we could get another really easy level off of them, and we need a lot of ore, as I said before. We're taking that money, chat. This will just make the rest of the dungeon much, much easier for us. So we're going to be in for the long haul. We still need to find at least one piece of equipment, and the other guy needs to learn how to craft a super shield. So we'll kill these things just to get the hit count up for the skeletons. There we go, much better. Oh, that was just rude. We're gonna make sure we collect the ore on the way there. Yeah, see, we're getting about 5 to 30, depending on what they drop. We're taking a lot of damage there, so I gotta be more careful. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, the chest is in the way. That's a shame. Let's get out of there. Ooh, that's how you know we need more armor. That was kind of close. Yeah, I think I got the right thing in mind. So we now have 61,000. So we still need a lot more money, as I said before. We're gonna need at least 60k just for equipment. And that's assuming we don't have to pay an initial price for the shield. So we have like barely just enough for the upgrade at the moment. And we're very far behind when it comes to ore. Oh, I was looking at chat briefly. That was my mistake. Also, I forgot to equip this again. Oh well, at least we could get some healing from them. Excellent. Lots of health, lots of ore. So yeah, this area looks pretty good. We'll come back and forth a couple times. As I said before, if we can make the dungeon just a little bit easier, and we definitely need the resources for later, let's just do it now, rather than struggle through the rest of the dungeon. See, like, our wind magic is pretty strong against that enemy. So hopefully we could continue to have a positive trend of damage. So if it costs 1,400 ore, we have 300 spare, but we're still pretty far away from affording all of our upgrades. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I know I'm going to level soon, so I'm just going to power through them. We'll take a look at our stats in a moment. Excellent. So they're still giving a lot of experience. Honestly, I might even just do this again. Because that's what we needed to defeat Chester. And in case this next boss is kind of hard, we should go a little more. So at the moment, we have 1,800 ore, which is excellent. So that means we have 400 more than we need. We have 6,500, which is not bad. So let's do at least one more on stream. And if I need to grind out more before the next boss, we'll save that for later. But I feel like this puts us in a much better position. Especially since I think we're going to need a lot of ore. And what we can also do is once we find another save point, we can head back to town just in general to see if the blacksmith has learned a new technique. And or we could just check in on him in general. Make sure we pick up the money and ore before it despawns. There we go. Much, much better. See that, chat? We're almost halfway to the next level. We might as well just get another kill's worth. And we'll see how the rest of the dungeon levels us. But at least we could say, hey, we did some power leveling here. Ooh. A little close there, but we'll just go ahead and heal up. So I think we're ready to try the next area. Now, there's still another area we could drop down to. There was another point where we went south and we got into this room. There was the north, I think, also in that room. So we have a lot of choices. Unfortunately, now we have a little bit of safety with our defense. And we have enough money to basically do whatever we want. So that's a good sign. We're going to leave it on the silver chime for now, and we're going to go see what's in the rest of the dungeon here. Hopefully we see a save point soon, just because I'd like to be able to teleport back and also backtrack through the rest of the dungeon. So I want to make sure I'm not losing progress. So we're just going to ignore most of these enemies. We're just going to double jump past them. It's fine. Excellent. Well, I'm gonna take that money, chat. Yeah, see, we're strong enough that we basically just kind of combo kill them, which is good. I want to be at that point in the game. We are on the final piece of equipment, so if we aren't killing enemies almost instantly, I feel kind of weird, even on hard mode. There we go, not too bad. 25 ore from that last guy. Fantastic. I don't even know what enemy that was. We just kind of murdered it instantly. I'm assuming it was a mage of some sort. it's sending projectiles at us. How annoying. Alright, we're gonna retreat after I get this health. Actually, no, I have boost mode. I'm gonna go in. Alright. Now we're gonna heal up. So again, our defense is still lacking, so if we can figure out where this armor is, I think we'd be in a better place. So we're sitting at 2,000 ore, which is fantastic, because we might be able to get almost another upgrade on a new item. But we don't have anything to apply it to at the moment. Speaking of which... Lotus Hammer. Okay, so I think the blacksmith needs that for his crafting. That's good that we found that. Wow, that air juggle on that enemy, that was just kind of unfair, chat. I'm trying to do the bowling attack, but sometimes I'm still rising, so if you're wondering why I do the double jump and then swipe, it's not intentional. I'm trying to do the plunge. Oh, what is this? Well, unfortunately, we had boost, so I didn't have to deal with a lot of that. Ooh, taking lots of damage. Out of there. I am not losing progress, chat. Get out of here. Do you see what I mean? Like, man, these things are not messing around. So I feel like we have most of the damage that we need, but we're just missing the defense. So we're so close, chat. So another level will definitely help with the defense for now, but we do know that there's more in the pipeline at least. I know, there's murder flowers in many games. ESO being one of the cruelest murder flowers. But that's another story. We're gonna make sure that that guy's dead. Stupid book attack. There we go. So it does fade away over time, so we could just try to dodge it. One of them by themselves is not too terrible. It's when they start mixing and matching like this, I don't appreciate it as much. That fire does do a lot of damage to us. We're very, very close to leveling. I'm gonna wait till we have boosts, though. Actually, you know what? Experience up. I'm gonna keep the experience up. Okay, we've leveled. I'm gonna take advantage of this level to kind of murder the murder flowers. Alright, so let's take a look at our stats. We're at 354 health, 274 strength, and 250 defense. So we're getting significantly stronger, which is a good feeling. Ooh, yeah, see that, chat? We're getting a nice, smooth kill rate. So, so we're just getting deeper and deeper to the dungeon, and I'm like, man, how big is this place, and where is the save point? Because we want to backtrack, most definitely, especially if the hammer can be used immediately. Because if we could get the shield upgrade, I would prefer to continue the dungeon with the shield upgrade. But I'm not oh, what is this? Oh, that's annoying. Alright, so it's like a... I keep forgetting you dip down slightly when you double jump sometimes if you don't do it fast enough. So this one, I don't think I can... Oh, I guess I could technically jump over it. Okay, that might be easier than... I'm sorry, what is that? What? Whoa. Hold on. You can't just suddenly Demon Lord me in the face. You have to give me more of a warning than that, game. Alright, you know what, chat? You know what? If it's just gonna suddenly Demon Lord me, we're going back to town. Just, you know what? Just, no. We've made way too much progress to lose to random Demon Lord. That was 4 levels, chat. Listen, I was willing to go to the next save point, but when they pulled that out, I'm like, no thank you. Well, let's give them the hammer.
Hey, can I see that hammer for a sec?
Adol handed the Lotus Hammer to Adonis.
Oh man, I can feel it. This baby's just packed with power. Where the hell did you find something like this? Genos Island? Huh. Guess there's some truth to the rumors about that place after all. Using this hammer's energy, I can easily temper Ravel ore without damaging it. And you have no idea how big that is.
I don't get how that works. It's like using an object. Whatever, game. I'm not gonna think about it.
Probably make you a hell of a shield with it, if I had the materials.
Okay, how much ore do you want?
But that's just it. I'd need a lot of Ravel ore.
Translate into a number.
Probably somewhere around 1,000 rocks.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Wait, you already have 1,000 hunks of Ravel ore? Seriously?
The grinding paid off. If only he had 1,000, chat. Unfortunately, because it costs 1,000, we will not be able to get the second upgrade. But we'll get one upgrade, and that's better than 0.
Well, damn, color me impressed. How'd you manage to get so much? And where were you keeping it?
Don't break the fourth wall on me.
Either way, I can get started right now, if you want. No time like the present, and I'm itching to try out that hammer.
Yes.
All right, I'm rearing to go. Let's make you the world's finest shield, shall we? It's done! Sorry it took so long.
It's like 5 seconds.
Here you go. Try it out. See what you think.
We acquired Ravel Shield. See, that looks like the same kind of designs we saw in Origins. So that's kind of neat. They're keeping kind of a visual consistency in the remakes.
So, what's the verdict? I'm not one to toot my own horn, but I think I did a damn good job with this piece. Might have even outdone myself. I'd probably even go so far as to say it's the best piece of work I've ever produced. Just make sure you put it to good use, okay?
Translation, equip it, you dummy. Let's see what kind of difference this makes to our defense. So we're 250 at the moment, so we're gonna go from our Baptized by Fire and Resistant to Scratches shield that looks brand new. The Ravel Shield, which is 6 defense. Well, technically 4, because this got upgraded. But you know what, chat? This is like a level up's worth of defense. That's okay. Ravel Shield is a shield made of undamaged Revolve Adonis's Magnum Opus, excuse me. Let's go ahead and temper it.
This the one? Good to go.
So we could afford the Spirit Necklace, but we're gonna hold off on the cash for the other upgrades. So now we've gotten a total of 5 extra defense from the shield. Which, as you saw, if we're taking 70 a hit and we translate that down to 65, that's like more doable. So just in case we get surprise bossed, we should be okay now. So now let's go backtrack to see what happens if you fall down that one path. And then once we somehow come back up, we'll try the northern path. Okay, I'm gonna make sure to do the jump slices. Again, if I was better at doing neutral inputs on the controller, I think it is faster to just change lunge attacks, but I am terrible at it, chat. So I think that'll waste way more time trying to attempt multiple times. I mean, I couldn't even get it when I was just doing it standing still, so doing it while moving, just don't see how that's gonna work, to be honest. You're predicting insta-death Spike Pit? Well, you know what? That's also a good consideration. It could be. I mean, it is East 3. Anything is possible. Look how easy these enemies are now, chat. That's a good feeling. Chat, is it just me, or is like this dungeon not really been too terrible so far? Do you feel like the other dungeons have been harder, comparatively? I mean, that's what I'm feeling right now. I feel only, except for that one demon we just fought, everything's been pretty tame, actually. So much murder. Wow, they're doing like 0 damage to us. That's how you know we've leveled. If that did 1 damage to us, wow. I mean, I know we got extra defense from the potions, but still. That poor enemy. Oh, it almost did it to me again. That happened to me a lot in Origin. I remember the spinners. So again, we're doing excellent health-wise, so we're just getting free meter, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, like, the ice caves were atrocious comparatively. Like, that for me was the hardest dungeon. The castle was like long, but I don't know if I would consider it super hard. The ice caves were terrible. The path leading to the ice caves were terrible. The ice caves were terrible. Shake our head, Chad. But this one is like kind of like Return to Form. It's more like a traditional dungeon, or at least the ones I've seen in Origin. So we need to get about 20,000 more gold before we finish the game, because we definitely want that spirit necklace for the final boss. I don't think we'll need it for that. Okay, so what happens if I fall here? Where does this take us? Oh, it puts us here. Oh, so this was like a shortcut. Oh. Unfortunately, two things. I realized I don't have the silver chimes. Unfortunately, there's still that northern path that was still accessible from over there. I'm gonna kill these enemies and we're gonna teleport back, because I'm pretty sure there was a path we could go to the north. And I'm not gonna say no to... Yeah, see, they're only doing 22 damage now, chat. That's so sad. Can we have a that's so sad in the chat? I mean, come on. They just can't do anything anymore. Like, just a moment ago, they were doing like 50-something damage, and now it's like, oh, whatever. I'm gonna collect that ore in the meantime. Almost have enough for the weapon upgrade. Or not weapon upgrade, for the shield upgrade. It is so sad. Yeah, when we're in boost mode, they just do 11 damage. That's terrible. Poor enemies. We just outscaled them completely. But hey, I mean, that's what happens when we take another moment to level. I mean, at least it's showing that leveling is effective in this game. Okay, I have boost again, so I'm just gonna go crazy. Ooh, that does a lot of damage. We'll respect the Murder Flower Fire. We're actually not too far away from another level, so we might as well just level yet again. So I think we're in not bad shape for the boss, since we almost have enough ore to get the shield upgrade, and then presumably we should find the armor somewhere. But we definitely now have enough extra roll defense where the dungeon is not as terrifying, which is a good feeling, because I would like to use the Spirit Cape less if we can avoid it. There we go, chat. Got a nice steady rhythm going. There we go. Almost back at full health, and we have boost, so I'll take advantage of that and climb up to the Murder Flowers. That is a lot of damage. Fortunately, they dropped 100 health. We'll avoid the projectile. That one's kind of tricky to deal with. So I could technically go up here. I'm not sure what's over there. Now this is the thing I'm worried about. Let's just ignore him for now. Oh! Chat, come on. The rollers are my nemesis. Can we all agree? They're just in like the worst spots. Oh, that's how you had to deal with that one. Got it. And there's a red chest down there. Oh, that almost got me. We acquired the last topaz. Okay. Oh, I skipped that platforming at least. There we go. Don't have to go back. We'll go fight that other monster at some point, but I'd rather we level a bit more and or come back with the final armor. was hoping he would drop some health ups, but he did not. Ooh, the murder flower gave us a lot of health. That's good. That saves us from having to stand still. Well, actually, that room was just fantastic in general. See the enemies progressively getting harder. Okay, what is going on with these projectiles? Well, that was just rude. Since that was just rude, let's just get the healing back. So we can see more of those really horrible monsters. Do I dare try to fight two of them? I feel like it's a good idea to keep killing the other things as we go along, because we could get one more level, and we have enough ore now to get an additional defense point, so we can get a little tougher still, but we're still missing an armor. Not really sure where that is. Okay, so there's a whole path over here. So we could go down or up. I guess we could try going up first. Oh, that was off screen. I don't like that. Bad enemies. Stop that. There we go. At least we got some healing back. Oh, we found a chest. More ore? Excellent. So this is putting us in a good position for the final armor. Oh, I did not mean to fall, but now we know there's a chest over there. Alright, what's in the chest? More ore. Okay, so we have enough for all of our upgrades then. We just need to get out of here. Oh. Let's deal with the murder flowers so I don't get projectile spammed. I want to try fighting that other creature, but when I'm at a higher health total. Like right now, I don't want to fight it. Right? Just let me stand still for a second. There we go. Let's try fighting him when he's isolated, while we have boost, while we're at full health, and see how much we could do with him. So we have more than enough ore. I think there's an achievement if you upgrade all of your equipment, so we could just spend the remaining ore on that just because. But we have an okay amount of cash. We need 6,000 more. And then we don't need money for the rest of the game, technically. Yeah, so he still does a hefty amount of damage. Oh, he wasn't too bad. He actually was not too bad to kill. So he'll do about 50 a hit at the moment. Spinners. Every time, chat. I'm glad that charging magic just makes you immune to that nonsense. So where does this go? Oh, it goes down to the lower floor we saw earlier. So he was worth 30 ore, which is not bad. I'm gonna activate boost, because it looks like we were gonna take a ton of damage there. So he did heal us for 100, so that's not too bad. We'll just keep going then. Oh, there's 2 ahead. We're gonna wait for our boost to come back a bit more. Yeah, there's way too many of them there. If we could just get one of them isolated, I think we'll be okay. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Alright, let's not risk it. Let's not risk it. Again, if he was chasing me, I was just gonna teleport away. Oh, interesting. It almost instantly started healing us. I wonder why that was. I don't feel like I was... Is that like a quick change? Like if I switch into the item while standing still, I skip the delay? Because I feel like I didn't wait there very long for the item to start healing me. So again, we're gonna take this real slow. Because we don't have max... Oh, we don't even have max shield upgrade. I'm sorry, we still need more for the level 3. That's right. We're gonna go ahead and kill this creature. Hopefully we have a little bit of boost just to maybe injure this one. Ooh, we got a lot more ore from it, and we've almost leveled. So this would be a great point for a save point game. No. Game has decided no. Thou must suffer. Alright, well, we got past one of them. Good enough. Fortunately, we have leveled. So we're now at 360 health, 276 strength, and 258 defense. So we're only 10 levels from the max. Not bad. Game, are you gonna give me a save point at any point? Please? Please? The music changed and I'm very concerned. Oh, game, please give me the save point. Oh, thank you. Oh, sweet mercy. Alright, we're level 50, we're at the Dark Shrine. Let's not continue into the dark. Well, I guess we could briefly take a look in the Dark Shrine. Oh, no, I didn't want a boss fight.
I've been expecting you at all.
I'm just gonna let the boss kill me, chat. I just wanted to see if it would lead to treasure. It instantly cutscened me. I don't appreciate that.
I suppose your presence here means that Sister Nell is no longer with us. How disappointing. I gave her one measly task to perform, but even that proved too much for her. Oh well, I'd grown somewhat fond of her, and I suppose that was my undoing. It blinded me to her utter worthlessness. Her faith was not strong enough, and in the end, only those who truly believe in the new god shall remain. But I am all he shall ever need. My body and soul I give to him in the ritual grounds at Ilburns. I feel a stirring. God awakens. On the coming of the dawn, humanity's pitiable, mewling existence will come to an end. And by God's true power, this world shall be remade into a paradise! Now, you shall bow down before his divine might!
Well, the music is telling me that it is time to get serious. I do not expect to win because A, we definitely missed the armor somewhere. B, I was gonna level one more time, so this is probably not gonna go well, but let's take a look at what he does, acknowledge it, and then come back to him. So he's got a shield. We know the sword beats his shield. That we learned from the cutscene. So like right now... We're actually doing okay damage to him, honestly. Yeah, this looks like it could be a very annoying fight. Huh. I mean, I think we've seen what he's gonna do. So he's gonna make us move really slow. There's not too much we can do about it.
Over so soon. How sad.
How sad indeed. Well, I didn't want to fight you anyway, so that's fine. So here's what we learned. His damage is like 60. So if we could get like 20 more defense, which might happen with a level up, a new armor, upgrading the armor, I think this won't be too bad, honestly. If he was dealing like in the hundreds, we were in for a big problem. But honestly, that was kind of nothing to me. So why don't we just go ahead and go back to town and finish upgrading of the shield. So we still have missed where the armor is, so it's probably at that path I said before, where you could go north. Yeah, like big arena to fight him in, and we could definitely get one more level, if it comes down to that, honestly.
What do you got for me? This the one? Good to go. Come
Well,
again.
there's that extra defense already. So we still have a lot of money. Yeah, we still have a lot of money. Actually, you know what?
Welcome
That's the one you
We'll purchase it now, chat. We're living on the edge. We have to get money anyway. That'll be the safety. If for whatever reason he's still too difficult, we'll Spirit Necklace him. But, I mean, his attacks look like if I was using Earth Magic to stay safe, it looked like I could react to a lot of what he was doing. So we'll try to get one more level and fight him, but also find the armor. So in doing so, we should be able to get at least 30,000 or so in cash. So we'll need 45,000 total at the bottom of the screen in order to get our last upgrade. But otherwise, damage-wise, we're doing pretty well. Most of these should be pretty easy to do. Or, I mean, deal with at this point. So yeah, chat, I think we're setting up about where I want it to be. I want it to basically be either on the boss fight before the final boss or post the second to final boss of the game. So we're making excellent time. So definitely seems like next week will be the final stream session at this rate. So many free kills. So we went back, we got that extra defense point. But we could do so much more, chat. So we've gotten all the jewels. I don't think we missed anything at this point, so that's a good feeling. Safely say we found it all. Wind magic is kind of monstrous right now, chat. Here's that tricky platform again, chat. It almost got me. I always forget it's there. The spinner off screen. That enemy just did 0 damage to us. That's kind of sad. That's how you know we're overpowered, chat. So we're probably about the level the game wants us to fight him. Like, this would probably be the lowest minimum recommended level, given how little experience we're getting. But we're playing on hard mode, so it doesn't hurt just to go one level higher, to be honest. And as I said before, we're missing like 10 defense, so that 60-something damage is going to be reduced to maybe 50 or 49. So that would make a pretty big difference in our longevity. So we're going to continue to go through here yet again. Unfortunately, because the save points are few and far between, we don't have an easy way to get back to that one room. So hopefully we do not get knocked out of the sky, or else we have to redo this whole thing again. So if you remember, chat, we went south originally, but we could have gone a few different directions from here. At least I thought we could have. Maybe not. Let's kill these things in the meantime. I have to think about where this armor is. Like, it's definitely in this dungeon. I thought it was like over here more-ish. Unless we're supposed to fall down in that hole. Unless we're supposed to fall in this one. Is this a different area? Yeah, because this doesn't lead anywhere. Oh, sneaky, sneaky. It's on top of the columns here. Ooh. Okay. We've acquired the armor, chat. We are now fully equipped. So we got an additional 6 defense. That's a good sign, so we're already 7 defense higher than when we attempted the boss. So honestly, at this point, we're just gonna get money. Just try to upgrade the armor. So right now we could get 1 extra upgrade, but we need 2 more. So sorry, skeleton warriors, you need to die. So I was kind of right, where I thought it was to the north. It's just we had to drop down there specifically. And again, it's already making a big difference. Those skeletons are doing 7 damage to us, chat. Like, come on. Remember that? Remember when they almost killed me earlier? They do nothing to us now. Stupid skeletons. So basically, the way I view it is the final boss, we can potentially fight him at level 50 or like 51. The max level is 60. I hope we don't have to grind to like 55 to make it doable on hard mode. We'll see how it goes, chat. I might take a sneak peek at the boss just to see if it's worth getting upgrades, because I don't know how much health this boss is going to have. That's my only concern between the stream sessions. So I would not like to go in and go, hey, we're level 51, we'll be fine, and then it's like, no, you need 4 more levels to stand a chance. But we do have the spirit necklace, so we'll see what happens. And again, if we do get a lot of excess gold, technically we could spend the 80k for another 2 health. I mean, if we have nothing better to do with our money, I guess we could do that. So not too shabby. So we still have a lot of ore. So we'll need 2,100, which we already have, to get the armor fully upgraded. We could be collecting ore for the achievement, but you know what, chat? I think I'm okay with not getting the achievement this time. Like, no thanks. So we're still leveling at an okay pace as we get back to where we were before. And we have to decide what room would be the best one to level in. What if I'm assuming the giant demon lords give the most experience. And now that we have the defense to kind of survive his attacks, shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, that fire attack only did 8? Excuse me? Wow, that did like 50 to us last time I was here. Okay, game. Poor enemies, chat. Oh, it does 26. I guess it was the other guy hitting me. Let's take a look at... I don't think we looked at the description of the armor. The strongest armor protects even against the heaviest hit. So we still need about 20,000 more in money. So it seems like the soldiers get more money than some of the other characters, so maybe that dead end where there's all the soldiers, we could go back there if we need money. So I think our goal will be to level, and then maybe we'll grind the money on them a little bit. Ooh, I barely got through that. Yeah, him only doing 70 in a combo versus 90 is kind of a big deal. Oh, spinners. You never cease to hit me because I always forget they're there, chat. The off-screen spinner is the most dangerous spinner. Oh, don't you push me back over there. Thank you. There we go. And the murder flowers actually give 200 per kill. It's not too bad. Poor enemy. Just got juggled. I'm trying to think, were there any other areas where it seemed like we could get treasure? Because I figured we'll just keep moving forward just to kind of double check that. And then maybe based off our wealth, we'll try the boss again with the extra level. So we're like halfway to the next level. That's not too bad, given that we're not even at the point where I wanted to fight for experience. So it looks like the silver chime is purely an optional item. It just makes the dungeon a little easier. So I guess if you're doing like a speed run, you would just skip it. Just, I guess, farm on the demon lords, because they seem to get more experience anyway. Let's see the demon flowers. Getting a little low on health, so I think I'll take it easy up here for a moment. Or not, there's more people here. Let's clear these guys out at least. There we go. Got a little unlucky. Oh, I didn't have the other thing equipped. That might be why. I was gonna say, we were getting kind of unlucky with the drops. The spirit necklace is described as wrought in the shape of the winged goddess, fully revives its wearer, but only once. So we're gonna hold still, get our health back. But I think we're in pretty decent shape, chat. We need 15,000 more gold. And then that'll be our last upgrade. Not too bad. And hopefully with the extra damage that we get from the level up, that should be all we really need for the next boss. Those fireballs, though. There we go. Poor Demon Lord, chat. It tried. Ooh, it actually healed us. Nice. We were not getting healing for quite some time on any of those fights. Excellent, another healing. And another healing. Awesome. Yeah, this might be the best room. I'm just gonna go back into it. So much ore. Too bad we don't need any more ore. Other than just for achievement purposes. Yeah, let's get a level up off of these monsters, and then we should be good to go. But not too shabby, chat. Not too shabby. I'm gonna jump strike here just to move a little quicker and hopefully keep the experience rate going. Indeed we have. I'm actually gonna leave one of these guys alive. That way when we go for the furthest one, I could get some hit bonus off of him. Oh, I was taking a lot of damage, actually. That wasn't good. Ooh, that was kind of close. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to rest this one out. Yeah, chat, we're super close to the last level that I want to get for this boss. We'll get the safety level. We're pretty far away in terms of gold. I don't think I'll try to grind it out, because again, we're getting an extra level more than I think the game wants us to get, and I think that puts us in a pretty good position. So we just have to kind of sit there and analyze what the best thing to do would be. So the boss is kind of hard to hit, in terms of, like, the boss is, like, slowly, gradually pushing you away, which I'm not sure if that was clear when we were in there. So it's a little hard to approach the boss, but once we break the shield, we might be able to just spam a lot of fire magic or something. Again, the downside is these things don't seem to drop a ton of gold. They drop more ore, which is like... would have been good if we didn't find the skeletons earlier, but... oh well, it is what it is, chat. So we need another 8k in gold, so we're not going to hit that before we attempt the boss refights. Here's the deal, chat. We're going to fight the boss 2 more times, and depending on how close we feel it is, we'll either go for another try, or we'll hold it off for next time. We can always do some of this grinding off stream, but I do feel like this is kind of necessary on hard mode. I just really would prefer not to game over to these enemies, so I'm gonna play a little safe. So close, chat. We're so close to that level up. See, now I wish I could sell items, because it's like we just have a lot of things we're never gonna use, like the time stop at this point. Like, technically, I could do the thing where I reduce the damage taken by 3 hits, I guess. But, nah, we don't really need it. We'll just keep it as a trophy, chat. This is gonna be, I think, the final run through this room. This should level us. And it did. So we're gonna finish killing this room, and we'll take a look at our stats. So we're doing excellent. Yeah, we're already taking significantly less damage, I could tell. He's only doing 16 to us. So we're now at 366 health, 281 strength, and 269 defense. So we have like maybe a level advantage over where we should be. Now let's just get a few extra defense points, and that should put us in a pretty good position to beat this boss. His patterns don't seem too crazy complicated at the moment, but we'll see when he gets down to half health what he ends up doing. That'll be the key whether or not I think we could beat the boss.
What do you got for me? This the one? Good to go. This the one? Good to go.
So we've maxed all of his important equipment. We could technically pay to increase these. Honestly, this costs like nothing. I might as well just do it.
Good to go. I've done all.
I can always get money off stream later.
I've done all. I've done this. Good to go. This the one. Good to go. This good to go. I've done. Come again.
Chat liked him just trying really hard to say a line, and I'm like, no. My button mashing too strong. Good to go. Alright, so we've now leveled. We now have a new piece of equipment. We've leveled said equipment. Let's see how we do. So we're gonna make sure we're set up for it. So we're gonna switch it to boost. And... well, let's hopefully not use the spirit pendant here. I guess fire, earth. Earth to get through his attacks. Yes, yes. Big evil villain speech.
How I'd grown her face, but I am all he shall ever need.
I don't know if you hear it on the stream chat, but when you fast skip the text, you can still sometimes hear the dialogue, so I could hear his villain speech as we skipped it. So far he's not doing a crazy amount of damage to us, but it could change. Oh, what's that attack? Oh, he pushed us away. That's unfortunate. Oh, what is he doing? What is this? Wait, what is he doing? Wait a minute, what is this? Hello? Well, I mean, I think we were doing well until he decided he was like a go-kart. I don't know what that was about. Oh, wait, that's a grab? Oh. Well, that sucks. Honestly, that had almost no visual cue. It was like, oh, are you trying to melee the boss? Die. So this might take a few tries. Like that attack right there is just unfair.
So soon. How sad.
Let's try again. I think we had the basic idea of the boss. I don't know if you're supposed to jump that or not. That's what I was kind of confused about. Oh, he kind of zoned us out there. That was unfortunate. Yeah, maybe it's just a distance thing. That's the only other thing I didn't really figure out while we were playing. Like, the lightning was easy enough to dodge. Oh. I'm taking more damage this time around. I think because he's doing different attacks. Like there, are you supposed to go? I think you had to duck that one. That's the only thing I'm not certain about. Now he's gonna turn into the magical driving car thing. Now I want to stay away from him. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll come back with one more level. Okay, it's definitely a distance thing. We'll see, chat. Oh no, he's gonna do... Oh no. He's doing a completely different attack. I thought he was gonna do the grab move. I got double hit by that. That kind of sucked. See, oh, so you could just... I can't tell visually... Oh, that one I'm not sure how to dodge.
Over so soon. How sad.
Yeah, I think the problem is like I'm watching his projectiles, so I can't see his hand and the projectiles. Like there I had to jump, but like I was waiting for something else to happen. I think that's kind of my big issue with the boss at the moment. It's just that there's a lot to look at. So like if I'm expecting lightning and I'm trying to dodge the lightning, my focus will be on the lightning over his sight. Jump, I guess. Alright, so if I die one more time, chat, we'll take a break in between. Give my fingers a chance to rest. That is a lot of enemies we have cleared today. Oh, that double hit. Oh, it like triple hit me. That sucked. I wonder if there's a way to stop him from pushing you back as far. Oh, he pushed me into the orb. That was kind of unfair. The one thing I really don't get how to dodge... Not this attack. It's not this attack, but the pool. How do I escape that if he's, like, there, for example? Man.
Over so soon.
Alright, chat. We're gonna take a break. My fingers are very tired from leveling. So what I think we're gonna do is I think I get his patterns except for the absorb move. I'm not sure how, like, it felt like it pulled me from a really big distance. I don't know if I just got really unlucky or what happened, but it seems like if you jump regardless, he pulls you in. So it's definitely you have to evade it somehow. So if we could get past that, I think this boss won't be too difficult. So what I'm thinking we'll do for next time is as he just continues to vroom, vroom, vroom everything. Well, yeah, see, chat is asking about Earth Dash, but remember, Earth Dash is way slower than every other form of movement. Unless I'm, like, already charging it for a really long period of time, it actually causes you to just get hit. So that's why I didn't like the Earth Dash originally, because it is just such a huge delay in between how it's nowhere near as good as the wind magic and how it felt to use. It's like half the speed, unfortunately. So I think what we're gonna do is, for the sake of, well, also for the sake of this boss, but in general, you know this final boss is gonna be horrible. Like, chat, let's not even beat around the bush. This final boss is gonna be garbage. So in preemptive for the final boss, I will try to level ahead of time, so that way we could just have a solid streaming session. So that will have the side effect of making that boss easier with a couple of levels, which is like, I could probably beat it where we are now. Like, it'll probably take me maybe 1 or 2 more tries on top of this if I were to maintain this level. But let's just get the guaranteed win on him, chat. I don't feel like messing around with him anymore. So we're gonna have to level regardless on this final boss. You know it's gonna be trash. So we might as well just do that and then proceed forward. So I'm going to have to practice hitting with the fireball a lot, because A, this boss needs me to do it, and then presumably the final boss needs me to do it. So I think the goal, chat, is to probably level off stream maybe 2 more times in preparation for the final boss. I'm hoping that's all we need. Because keep in mind, like, we could beat this boss at 50. It presumably would put us close to 51. So maybe the game assumes you're at, like, level 52. So if we could get to 53, we'll have the 1 level advantage. And we'll see how it goes from there. But that's going to take a little bit of time. And I'd prefer the stream not have to watch me grind it out. I mean, technically, I could keep going for, like, another half hour or so. But it's not the most exciting thing to do. So I'll take that off stream. And I guess we'll talk about the plan for next week. Tuesday, I don't see how we will not finish the game because presumably as soon as we beat him, it's final boss time. So we'll continue as is. I'll go ahead and get the enhancement bonus on stream to show like just getting that extra +1 armor. And hopefully all those things will make the final boss not completely atrocious. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, it... So I think the big issue with this boss is like his first phase is pretty easy, but the second phase is like there are so many lingering hitboxes and he just pushes you randomly. It's kind of annoying, to be honest. So I have to kind of micromanage where he shoots and then like figure out what I want to do from there. I guess when he's doing his sword dash move, I should probably switch to Earth if I'm paying more attention, just to blitz through it, but at the same time, fire damage just does so much more damage than our sword. It's kind of hard to justify swapping out a fire mid-fight. And most of the time, if I'm using fire, I'll be at 0 MP. So I might still try to stick to fire, but if I feel like it's still a struggle after leveling, like I'll just see how the boss is, like a level or two, then we'll have to figure out a new strategy. But for now, that's what the plan is. So yeah, I think Saturday stream is still on. I'm going to be working a really, really, really long time tomorrow, so it might have a late start. I'm not sure. Kind of play it by ear. It's honestly just how long tomorrow ends up going, and I won't know until I experience tomorrow. Because I could be working anywhere from 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. potentially. I hope not to be working that long. Hopefully it will end closer to 4 p.m. But if it goes all the way to 6 to 6, I don't know, chat. I don't know if I'll be awake tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. So for now, I'd just like to say that we made a lot of progress. I definitely feel like the sister Nell was... Also, I was just thinking her name is like Nell, and she's like Death Nell. But in any case, I feel like she was probably one of the easiest bosses we fought so far. She felt like so misplaced in like the order we fought her. Like she was way easier than Chester was. Like Chester should have been after her. Like to me, it doesn't really make any sense, but it is what it is. So this final guy, not too crazy hard. It's just more like, will I get pushback from his shield into the orb and take 60 damage instead of just taking 0? I feel like that's the RNG. Like, am I lining up, unfortunately, with something? So if we could get past that, I think we'll be okay. And again, if we get 2 more levels in preparation for the final boss, I don't foresee us having any issues. Again, like, we got him pretty low. He was down to, like, his last, I don't know, like 15%. And we weren't even really using focus that much, so I think between all those things, we should be okay. 6 extra health, 6 more damage a hit, 6 more defense, +1 from the armor. We should be fine. So for now, I'm going to say, I think that concludes our session for today. I'm going to take a look through the files of the game because, again, for whatever reason, they didn't encrypt it. Like, normally, chat, like, just to cue you in, you have like a special file type most of the time to play sounds. So it's usually grouped into some, like there's many different file types it could be, but it's just like they compress it and then like the game will read it and translate it. But like if you go in the East games, it's like, here's the title theme.ogg, you just play it and I'm like, oh. So I guess, chat, if you like the music but don't think you want to play the game, I mean, I guess you could just buy the game and you get the soundtrack. So yeah, it just works, chat. It just works. But maybe I'll pop up in the next stream all the files. Maybe we'll take a look through the files of the game. Because I mean, there's just so many of them, chat. So we probably will not play long enough to see all the artwork, because presumably that involves like the boss rush and beating the bonus boss, and then beating the bonus boss, and then doing things on nightmare difficulty. And I'm like, or we could just open the game files. Like we'll go like, here's the files. Like this is what's here. I didn't see anything that looked like an Adul's travelogue, like from Memories of Celceta. I don't see anything to that extent, but you could literally find all the artwork in the game. Like, it was even to the point, chat, where it had all the NPC pictures. Like, all of them. Like, you know how, like, we're talking, like, the dramatic pose with Chester, too? That's in there. It's just, an image you could view. They don't even like hide it. It's like, oh, okay. So we'll take a look. I mean, maybe some of the other East games have something interesting, so maybe we'll stick around. But again, if you really like the soundtrack to East 1 and 2, and honestly, I really did like the soundtrack of East 1 in particular. Yeah, it's like just cheaply getting the soundtrack. Yeah, it's not like the character sprites, but it's like all their drawn portraits are just like .pngs. It's just there. I'm like, oh. It even has things like the mouse cursor icon you can just take if you just want the mouse icon. I'm like, okay. I mean, it's just all there. So yeah, definitely at some point we'll explore. I don't want to open it now in case there is a spoiler image, because that's what my major concern is. Like if they do an animated if they do like a portrait of like somebody's death, I don't want to accidentally open it, but we'll probably explore that on Tuesday. So I just want to give you a little heads up there, but it's just like crazy easy to get access to the files. You don't have to know anything about programming. It's just kind of like, wow, they didn't even try. They didn't put it in like a bin. They didn't put. I was like, okay, whatever they want, chat. Chris is asking if you replace the files to give the game custom portraits. I think you can. Nothing stops you, to my knowledge. I mean, if it considering the music is .ogg and the portraits are .png, I don't see what would stop you from just relabeling things. Maybe we'll do that as a joke. I'll just replace one random song with just something else. just to see, chat. Just to be like, you know what, this is the title theme now. I mean, like, it looked really straightforward. I mean, as long as you name it the same, I don't see why it would have any issues. So yeah, because that's normally the thing that stops you from doing that, is normally they kind of like package it together, and then you would need a tool to like unpackage it, and then you could replace the file, and it's like you don't even have to do it in an East game. So we could just have literally it play anything as we go through it. But yeah, it's kind of funny. Like, to me, it was even crazy that the voiceover lines were all there. Like, there were like 80 plus. You could replace Bearheart's portrait with an actual bear. Maybe we'll do that, chat. Maybe we'll do like East Oath of Felghana, the special edition. We just show like everything. Yeah, even the voice lines, they're all exposed. Like, if chat wanted any of their lines for whatever reason in the commands, it's like it's literally a file. I don't even have to do anything. I just play the file and then just take whatever I want from it. I'm like, no like desperate recording, no like adjusting the sound settings. It's just all there, chat. You just do whatever you want. You just make the plot whatever you need. You could decide the plot. Actually, complete tangent. That reminds me of like one of the dumbest sim games I loved for like all the wrong reasons was Sim Golf, because you could replace every asset in that game. I had so much fun with that, chat. Not actually playing the game, but just like how open it was. That was like one of the few games that was like, I know this is gonna be a special thing. McGuire's Amazing Scream could be fun. And Margot's lines, I don't know. For sanity, I might have to restrict Margot's lines to like once a stream. I don't think I can handle her dialogue. She's just one of those characters. There's no way, chat. But yeah, McGuire Scream's probably in there. I'll take a look. I mean, it's literally in there. I'm assuming as long as they speak it out loud that the file is there. So it's just kind of silly. So anyway, chat, if you want the free soundtrack to the East games and you don't think you'll play the game, I guess that's another reason to buy the game. It's just really easy to do it. And if you're curious, chat, I looked through, I think it was Origin, East 1, East 2, Celceta, and Felghana so far. I didn't look at Lacrimosa specifically, but all those other games, it was just exposed. Like, it's just like whatever you want, chat. You just make your own playlists. So if you just want to replace all the songs with like the Lacrimosa of Donna soundtrack, you could potentially do it. Yeah, we're not gonna look into it until post game, but we'll see where it goes. Definitely the sound files. I'm kind of curious. We'll have a little magical journey, chat. It'll just be like experiencing East behind the scenes or something like that. We'll name it something special. But yeah, we'll take a look together, chat, at all the things in the game. But yeah, if you don't feel like playing all the extra modes, you don't feel like beating the game on Nightmare to get the artwork, it's all there. It's not even like password protected or anything. It's just there. You just view it. It's amazing. So I feel bad for people that got it on the consoles, because it's like, obviously you just can't do that on the consoles. How easy it is to get access to Issa's files. I know. I mean, like, to me, I know they wanted you to go into the travelogue, and then, like, just before the stream, I'm like, is there a travelogue in the other folders? And I was like, oh. Oh, they shouldn't have made it that easy. But other than that, I mean, we'll see how we'll see what we do, I suppose. I'll have to dig through it again, but yeah, not too difficult. I don't know if there's a song in particular I would use for the stream. I like the sound effects a bit more than the songs, obviously, but you know, it's just kind of nice knowing that that's an option in the future. Just having just everything exposed. And definitely, it's wide open. So to me, that was just like the most magical of finds. Yeah, it actually came up the other day because I was helping a friend kind of navigate through Steam folders, so I thought about it again today. Uh-oh, you're wide open. One thing I have to do for myself, chat, I think the sound effects are playing for you, but I do not hear them. They're like very, very low. So I'll have to fix that, I think, for the next stream. So like I could see it in the chat, but like hearing it, it's at like 10% volume. It's kind of crazy. So it's a little hard for me to hear. But in any case, yeah, I think that's what we have to look forward to next week. We'll definitely beat the game next week. There is no reason for it. But yeah, then I guess we'll start with East 5. I think the setup was looking okay. The aspect ratio of the game is a little weird. I think it's just maybe because it's like a foreign only game. So we'll see how it goes. I tried to resize it a bit, and I did manage to actually get the copy of it captured properly, but it's, I don't know, we'll see. I'll also have to get used to a game where I can't just save willy-nilly. So that's going to be fun between streams. So I'm going to have to remember where we are when we stop, because potentially, unless we're at like an inn or something, like there's just no save. So we just gotta commit. So we'll see how we feel about the game as we go forward, but we'll explore it a little bit if nothing else, just to see what those old East style games were like. Well, actually, that's not even true, because this one uses a new combat system, so it doesn't even play like the bump combat ones. So yeah, that's what I'm a little concerned about. I mean, I was looking through it; it looked playable. It looked like it was, you know, coming into the service okay, but I will miss using the control stick. I couldn't get the control stick to work properly while playing the game. I guess because like the SNES doesn't really, or like the Famicom doesn't really consider like a controller with the joystick. So it was not reading like the diagonals properly. So I'll have to play it with the D-pad. We'll go like super old school with how we play the game. So that'll be a challenge, I think, for me, because I have a controller that has a terrible D-pad. I might switch over to the PlayStation controller just for it. I'm thinking about it, because I have a lot of things for converting, which is not a big problem. But still, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. So anyway, we have that to look forward to, and then this weekend we should be beating Berseria as well. Well, maybe not beating Berseria, but we should be beating a lot of the bosses within the final dungeon of Berseria. So we have that to look forward to too. We still have a lot of side quests, and I'm thinking I'll show off the bonus bosses for the story, and then we'll just come back and then do them later, like seriously, when we have a lot more levels. But for plot reasons, we'll take a look, I suppose. Or we could just skip them. I guess it's really up to the chat, which they would prefer. Because I feel like you need to experience the bosses at least once while underleveled, just to see like how unfair they are. And then like we just go through. So maybe it would be something like we skip the cutscene the first time. I'm not sure, because I'd rather not play the cutscenes multiple times in preference. So I'd either skip it the first or the second time. But yeah, those bosses on Chaos are going to be so nasty. I don't even think I showed that on stream last time on Chaos. I think we just beat them on hard. I don't think we beat them on Chaos, because we decided no. I think that was what happened last time. I'm pretty sure we did not do it on Chaos. So it'll be interesting. They'll make me regret life choices, I have a feeling. But for now, I think that's all for the game. Yeah, you want to see the beat up on Chaos? So I'm gonna try. They're gonna be really annoying. They're gonna force me to grind a bit, I think. We might just wait for the post-game dungeon, because honestly, The equipment power level difference is kind of insane. So if we could beat the bonus dungeon first boss, that's all I need. Because then I could get the ball rolling. But if we can't even beat the bonus dungeon first boss, we're in big trouble. And we also have to reach the bonus dungeon first boss, which in it of itself might be impossible, to be honest. But hey, we could still fish for super rares. I don't need to beat any enemies to get the super rares in that dungeon due to a mechanic of how that dungeon works, which we'll see, I think, on the weekend, potentially. Not this weekend, but probably next weekend we'll see it. But for now, I'd just like to say thank you all for joining. I hope you had a good time. As a reminder, just moving all the videos onto the Ziggy Pixar VODs. So if you missed a different series, if you just happen to be tuning in for East for the first time and you wanted to see the other East games played, I've been playing them in chronological order versus like the release order. So we've gone through quite a few games. In fact, we only have 5, 6, and 7 left, chat. I think there's only 3 East games, excluding the 9th game that just came out. And I think I guess that's also one more thing I should mention. We are 100% doing a Lacrimosa of Donna speedrun. Like, I don't think it'll go well because it's like the first time it's attempted, but like we will probably beat the game in one sitting, kind of thing. We're gonna destroy that game. So we'll technically play the games in chronological order. We just won't be playing Lacrimosa the way it was intended to be played. That's all. On the second playthrough. I mean, technically we could even New Game Plus it because we're just showing it off, but I don't know. Maybe we'll just beat the game on just like the standard. We're gonna play very low difficulty because it's the speed run. So we'll go forward to it. Yeah, so we should be able to break the game. And I just remembered I have to shout out the people that gave some of the strategies that were used in the previous East games. So I believe the videos I happened to look at much towards the end of the game to see some of that secret tech, like that memory skip, for example. I would not have figured out on my own. I believe the streamer name is Ghost Kuro. He does a lot of East runs. So I believe he is the person I saw do it. And then I went, oh, I think I could do that. So I will also give him shout outs because I believe I also saw him play Lacrimosa and went, oh, I can also probably do that. So we'll probably be replicating that to some extent. So thanks to that. Thanks to all the people that probably research all those techniques and for him giving the visual shout out, I suppose, because I found it on YouTube randomly. So in any case, we'll be seeing if we could break the game even further. I feel like most of the East games we've seen a weird bug or two. Except for maybe East 1 and East 2. Otherwise, we've seen like weird things with Origin, like clipping through the floor, or obviously all the out of bounds nonsense. And East 4. Lacrimosa we're gonna break, so don't worry about that, chat. We're gonna get back to it. But hopefully that'll be a continuing trend. Well, anyway, I'm getting sidetracked, so I'm just gonna say thank you all again for joining, and hopefully you have a good day or a good night, depending on the time zone.